Have you ever noticed there isn't very many places I don't go that somewhere there isn't a mutt in the picture? Oh, there went one. Smokey! What are you doing, girl? Come here, Smoke. I don't think that was come here. No, she's running up to the house wanting my ass to feed her is what that's going on. But needless to say, this is my pond. Needless to say, my pond is dropping quick. The reason why my pond is dropping quick is because last year it went dry due to the fact the river dropped so low. This entire bank was infested with ground squirrels, gophers, and about every other critter that makes a hole through dirt, and they've corrupted my bank. So I'm going to weed eat all this down, check for any leaks across the bank, sealing up with bentonite or concrete. So needless to say, right in this little spot here is going to be a mission and a half to keep this pond bank from leaking. Like I said, once again, my battles are with Mother Nature, not man. And on that note, y'all have a good one.
What's going on? Needless to say, my spring cleaning is a little bit bigger than most people's spring cleaning. Last year's drought really tore my pond up, so it's hard to tell at this point how bad the situation is. I'm literally going to have to get down in it and start scraping on the sides and see what I got to work with. Politically, yeah, a lot of people are pissed off right now, and the reason why they're pissed off is they realize a Democrat is going to be in office. A lot of people realize that Obama more than likely will be the candidate. That pisses a lot of people off just due to the fact that he's black. And unfortunately, this country is that petty. But what can you do? You know, that's why I pretty much got away from the chat rooms. I was spending all my time in the chat rooms. That's one of the reasons why I got to be busting my ass twice as hard as I should be outside. But, oh well, life will go on, and the work I do helps keep me in shape. And like I said before, this is a fight between me and Mother Nature. I'm used to this shit. Hey. But again, what can you do? So, that's what gets me. I don't know really what to think about the entire situation right now. There isn't a whole hell of a lot going on. What, McCain calling Obama a wuss, more or less? Hillary Clinton playing a fear card just as hard as the right wing. If you get the phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning, who do you want answering that phone? Well, not Grandma. I'd rather have somebody my age answering a goddamn phone. Somebody that can relate to what's going on out there today. Especially not somebody that was raised as Hillary Clinton. Sorry, I mean, I look at her background and I don't see evil, but I do see ambition and goals politically. I mean, she was set out from the get-go to be in politics. A career politician, you know, I don't really care for. But again, Obama is pretty much the same way. He took himself through college and pretty much got into politics from that point on, but at least he helped out his local area where he grew up in. You know, I'll take the guy that was dad bounced when he was 2 years old, mom worked, single mom working, health problems, hard upbringing, hard work going through college. Hey, you got to get the grades to get the scholarships. There's no other way around it. You know, unless you want to say that he tried to lie, cheat, and steal his way through college, have at it. But I'm sure they would have played that card if there was anything to that. I mean, about the only thing they got on Obama is his middle name and trying to portray him as a Muslim, which makes him just look like fucking total idiots. But again, what can you do? You know, as far as McCain, I've said in chat rooms, I don't know if I've mentioned it on YouTube or not, but it wouldn't surprise me a goddamn bit if this country fucks around and ends up with McCain as president. This country loves to hate the Democratic Party. For what reason, I have no idea. Why do you hate them? Because they're right? Or because society kind of got you going in that direction? Goddamn long-haired hippies. All they are is a bunch of lazy sons of bitches that sit around and do nothing. I tell you what. I'll go toe-to-toe with anybody when it comes to labor. And I've busted my ass up many a time. So I don't want to hear that shit that stoners are lazy. Well, I take that back. We are lazy. But again, a lazy man will find an easy way to do any job. Unfortunately, scraping the sides of pond banks, there isn't anything easy about it. There is no way to cheat about it. There's no other way to do it but to get in and do it. And if you haven't noticed, that water I'm tromping around in isn't all that goddamn warm. That's still running straight off the mountain. And it's about a cold motherfucker right now. At this point in this job, I don't even feel my legs. But, hey, that's part of country living. That's what keeps me healthy. It's what keeps, keeps my world existing, so to speak. If you haven't noticed, you can see in right through here my dog. My head was on the other side of the bank and she couldn't see me. She had to get a little closer to make sure everything was kosher. Like I said, there isn't very many places I don't go to where I don't have a mutt watching my back. And one of them. And if you haven't noticed, that little bitty brown dot just on the left side of the white dog, she's been hunting that same gopher for the entire time I've been out working on the side of the pond, I think. That area where she's in now is really bad. I might actually have to add some dirt. And going in the direction of utilizing concrete, I don't think it's quite going to cut it. I think I might going to have to use plastic. But what can you do? That's what I got to work with. Politically, like I said, it's pretty much a stalemate.